It's a fucking giraffe, people. This right here is a V-neck. It has crosshatches like Iswa. It has a short end and a long end. Funny. Ultraviolet sensor array overlaid onto a camera in in Alaska called Grumpy Moose. There's your defined dot of your magnetosphere, the center. It has a short end and a long end V-neck. Ultraviolet, blue spectrum. Here's your daytime shot with the same ultraviolet sensor. It has a large sun behind our little sun. The large sun has holes in it, which are planets larger than Jupiter. Funny, this guy's got a box with magnet signatures in it that are, I'm betting, larger than Jupiter, being as how we've seen them now. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, fucking here's your Jupiter and Saturn and Neptune and Uranus and Pluto. Suck it. That's 1748 hertz. Here's your electromagnetic, biomagnetic fucking energy. Here's your DNA. Here's their DNA. This is fucking Ra with planets. Horus, his fucking angry brother, and the goddamn serpent there in fucking Peru. This is the same message, and it's not a ball game that they got going on here. This is Giza. Notice there's your feathered serpent, dude. There's the ball, and there's the angry red brother. Uh-oh. Same language, Graham Hancock and Brian Forster. How did you miss that? How did you miss the staff of Ra? Huh? That's a planet. You know why we drew them like this? Because suns hold planets. Duh. You know who want to keep you from knowing that? That's right, Derek Bros and his naughty beaver, the real BP, Gina, and Mr. 333 and Suspicious Observer. All mockingbirds. They repeat the same lie, and you fall for it. You fall for it. See, even one of my, I'm going to leave the name out of it in the comment, but even one of my avid viewers says, oh, Derek Bros helped me understand the Bible better. Did he? Really? Did he expose the Bible canon and how it's about the Anunnaki and its lies and everything? And he talks about Jesus and everything. And fucking just keeps going on and on and on about the Bibles and reading the verses and everything. But I don't hear Derek exposing canon. I found it funny when we noticed that all these magnets under a millimeter of water exhibit 1748 hertz, just like your fucking goosebumps when you get excited about life and start producing stem cells, which repairs everything. Gee, imagine that. And then you got 1748 hertz on a metal plate, 1748 hertz on a metal plate, and 1748 hertz on the fucking back of every American Movie Association picture and planet. And that would kind of tie you into fucking Derek Goddamn Bros, CEO of Paramount, doesn't it? I don't know. Mesoamerican fucking temples are painted blue Kachina and red Kachina. Ra, snake on top. Horus, the angry red brother. Not vowels. Magnet signatures in Horus's box on the walls of Peru. You tell me where we're mistaken. Hey, Graham. Hey, Brian Forrester. Do you see the boat in Peru? Yeah, it looks like people, but there's people standing on the boat, isn't there? And the king with the staff, just like in fucking Giza. Have you noticed that the people change every now and again? Because these are planets traveling with the sun that's binarily connected. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Right there. The blue fucking Kachina, the blue sun, the ultraviolet Ra. Right there.
Used sound values inscribed on stone or wood by Scandinavians. Shows a flying dragon.
Blue Kachina.
The most beautiful I've seen.
Red Kachina.
Unfortunately, the stone
orbiting together because they are fucking magnetically tied to each other. Listen to the explanation of this.
Goes down here, and a beautiful wing here. Then the paw is here with 2 claws, and the tail goes down in a circle here and another circle here. With some artistic license, the tail is turned into a foot with 2 claws and a small thumb. The runestones were usually read starting with the head of the dragon, but this one was different. And here he writes Jorger and Fastgear and Elrich had this stone painted after their father, Vorgeir. Then there is an addition, F-R-E-H-N, their father, something very special.
Yeah, it is.
Even after the Vikings had become Christians, the dragon remained a key feature of their culture and figured on runestones for centuries. The dragon painted on these runestones is generally tied in some way.
You hearing it?
There is a leash between the neck and the tail that binds the two together.
They're bound.
The leash is interwoven. Here it is interwoven, and therefore it is a sort of rule that if you follow this tail, for example, it goes over, next time under the leash, over, under, over, under, over, under.
Listen to his
And it
words.
has to be like that all the way. So if the dragon tries to flee, it just gets tangled.
Entangled.
Unlike parchment or paper, carving.
The blue and red kachina are everywhere on the planet. This is a binary system that is entangled with our system. Just like you're seeing on walls of Giza and Peru, the fucking Vikings were telling you to. It gets easier every day. The hieroglyph led to unified field, figuring out models that work for perpetual energy and motion. And more importantly, it proved omnipresence of a creator. How is DNA formed with 3 fucking individual waves in creation? The mother, the father, the child. Not some mystery. As is the small, so is the big, right? You need a mom, a dad, and a baby to make up the trinary of life. It's symbiotic, folks. Get used to it. You have a fucking magnet field, just like Earth's magnet field, and it's a medical fact. You have a magnet that you can bring to the same frequency as Earth and inherit its strength and become Shield 2 steward. Medically speaking, that sac around your heart is neurons. They hold your emotions and memories. Pain is in the heart. In the heart. They have recently discovered your heart holds your emotions and memory. Regardless of what anybody's telling you, this is medical fucking fact. As more magnets are stacked, the strength will increase until the stack is equal to the sum of the diameter. Each and every magnet on the magnetic chain is worth the sum of the magnets on the chain. There is no weak link. If you have a 10 Gauss magnet and 2 1 Gauss magnets, you're going to end up with 3 12 Gauss magnets combined to be about a 34 to 36. They lose a little bit of strength in the fucking tying action. However, the entire strength is exponential growth. Because you still end up with 30 some fucking Gauss out of fucking a 10 and 2 1s. This is scalar physics. You've got 3 shields now, folks. Be the 7 billionth shield. Get the fuck awake. This plane, centrifugal, magnetic, impact wave, energy moving through matter. That's schematic, folks. It's the same language, not guesswork. And this, to date, is one of the most brilliant things I've ever seen in my life. So much information right here. Magnetic repellation, the planets behind us, etc., etc. Planets behind us, wouldn't you be able to see them? Yes. Tonight, when it's dark, tonight, in the north fucking region of your sky, you're going to see a huge black section of nothing. You might want to look around in your sky and see a whole shit ton of fucking stars everywhere except the north fucking horizon. Your north horizon is going to be dark as fuck because there's a massive fucking planet within lunar distance blocking out all the goddamn stars behind it. Take a look. Sit here and flap your jaw, you'll get blocked. If you go look, you're going to see what I'm telling you. And then you're going to know I'm not fucking crazy. Go watch your moon do a goddamn cartwheel. It'll rise, about 1 o'clock tonight, maybe 12:30. It's going to be laying down, and then it'll roll to set 180 degrees differently than it rose. That's confused. NASA and every space agency on the planet says Earth's axis has tilted. Yeah, they blame global warming and melting glaciers. Guess what? At rise, your sun is due north, isn't it? That's because your polar vortex pulled us over on our side, making the moon roll just like the Bible canon said it would. It isn't your SUV and cow farts making the goddamn thing melt and tip and fucking rock like a drunkard. Oh, damn it. Like a drunkard. When did Earth's axis shift? They say sometime in 1990. Making what the moon does every night, brand new. I'm telling you, and so will 350 Native American tribes that I've personally spoken to, their fucking wisdom holders, will agree that it began in about October 2010. That was about 12 years ago. Bible canon says tribulations last about 10 years, 5 months. Guess what? They rolled out the mark of the beast already, right after tribulations. Isn't that funny? You missed the whole fucking thing. You've been waving around your Bible, never looking at Bible canon. Even though Isaiah 24:23 is clearly in there, talking about your confounded moon is the biggest sky fucking phenomena you've ever seen in your life, because we've always had war and pestilence and rumors of war, starvation and famine. We've never had a confounded moon doing a cartwheel every night in your freaking sky, because Earth's axis shifted. And that's why you have off the scale UV and 11 UVI extreme well past Salt Lake City. And that is why the globe is on fire. Siberia, 4 times the size of Texas. The houses are on fire. The woods are on fire. The fucking tundra is burning. In Spain, we're evacuating. UK, we're fighting 20 fucking fires in the tundra. And Alaska, fucking record wildfire, tundra, explosive fires going on. 300 and some thousand acre fires down here because the trees are throwing their hollow branches to the ground. Why are they hollow? Because of the microwave energy from 3 suns. If it was the chemicals blocking the roots, they wouldn't have leaves on them. They are getting great amounts of juice up the bark. Your house isn't, though. Your house will burn roof first, and it's not CERN, it's not fucking dues, it's none of that. It's exactly what they knew was coming. We live in a 3-sun system, and these plants can't handle the microwave energy. Neither can your homes. That's why your fucking roofs are spontaneously combusting. Some people just don't have the fire departments that we do. The world is on fire, people. The globe is burning. 1/3 of the trees as we speak.